Welcome back to Let's Play Pandemonium. Level 15, Cloud Citadel. Don't ask how we got from the Sky Fort to the Citadel, it just sort of happened. Now this level is actually very, visual. It's actually a really beautiful level. However, that beauty is shadowed by the mechanic for this level, which is a lot of wind currents. This is where most of the treasure this is where well, a good amount of the treasure resides, is repeating small sections of an area over and over and over if you want all the treasure. Luckily, it doesn't take too long if you know what you're doing. Second of all, rainbow bridges. Yeah, rainbow bridges. Who knows? Yeah, this one is going to take multiple tries, of course. But yeah, rainbow bridges. It just doesn't get into. It doesn't stop being in my head. Rainbow bubble bridges. To me, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Then again, this part of the game, is it supposed to make a lot of sense? I don't think so. Because the level description says so. Oh boy. The level description says, for the Cloud Citadel is, built by giants, this citadel was once a great treasure house. The giants have vanished. The giants have vanished, but the treasure may still be hidden there. Ride the winds, blast out of cannons, and use teleporters to reach the heights. And the heights are nowhere in my grasp right now because I'm missing one piece of stinking treasure. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. The level description says nothing about rainbow bubble bridges. There we go. Okay, now I can proceed. Out of all this is actually the, I think the longest section of the level in terms of repetitiveness. But this is a level that actually does get fairly long. And it's because of, layers. It is how should I describe it? It has layers, it has multiple heights, other things like that. Now, I forgot to mention about the cannons here. You may notice that the cannons probably, if you've played this game before, they probably look different from when you may have played it previously. That's because of the wonderful... The cannons are different. I'm not able to talk today. The cannons are different because I'm actually playing a different version of the game. I'm not playing the North American version. I'm playing the European version. So, hooray for me. I love the Europeans. So yes, there are a couple of things that are different. One of them is the cannons. Now once you get on this, you cannot leave. However, we're not... Okay, now we're moving. But we weren't moving before because I wasn't in the center of the cart. And we're whisked away up here. Too many walkpedes. Why does a flag need windows? There's your question of the day. Okay, the torches did not get me this time. I'm watching you, torches. You're no friend of mine. Oh yes, now we're coming up onto the meat of the level, is right through this window. And, again, this is kind of a new enemy, but it isn't described at all. It's pretty much just wind. It's just like a mini tornado. If you get hit by... I believe there's like 2 types of these tornadoes. And it's all because of what is inside them. It's kind of hard to see before I get swallowed up by them, but inside this tornado is actually green stuff. I think there are tornadoes in this game that, or in this level actually, that do not have those green things. I don't think I want to demonstrate them right now. However, we see that there's treasure above this torch here. How are we supposed to get it? Well, the fire is fake. I don't know why they decided to make it fake, but however, with Nikki we can get the shrink ray and shrink the tornado. It even sounds tiny, and when you defeat it, you get a little piece of treasure here. We're not going to worry about those buzzes to the left if you notice them. We're going to come back later. Like I said, this area has a lot of layers, a lot of doorways, especially here. Now, if you were using Fargus in this level, the only way you're going to get this heart is blasting out of the cannon. Very squeaky platforms also. So many walkpedes too. Yeah, I think that one had green dots in there too. The only reason for the buzzes, I believe it's for getting the shrink ray. I think that's about it. Now, getting back to what this level is supposed to be, this is supposed to be a treasure house for the giants. Of course, this is our first mention of giants at all. Like I said, game's getting pretty weak here with the story and everything. Story continuity and everything. And of course, they kind of dismiss the whole giants thing with, oh yeah, they vanished. They vanished. Yes, they did. We can't do anything with that one. We're going to come back here later because that actually proceeds to the next part of the level. However, there is this part of this wall. You love this wall? You love these squeaky platforms? Nobody's been up here to oil them in ages. See, it's covered in snow. Now, there seems to be a problem with these platforms. Or maybe it's a problem with me. But it's just that, at certain points when it's ascending and descending, well, I kind of lose the ability to double jump. However, if you want a quick way up, all the way up here, you just use that whirlwind there with the cloud, and you can get back up here. So now let's do a reverse run. Yeah, this place was made by giants. I would love to see one of these giants in the game, but apparently they didn't bother to make them. They bothered to include them in terms of exposition, but nothing much else. And there's still buzzes up here. Oh, God. Shoot. Get away. That is what the tornadoes will do if they hit you. It is a good way to gain altitude, but there's very few, or albeit none, in terms of opportunities in order to use it. Plus, it's not worth risking, it's not worth losing the hit. Now we gotta do buzz hopping and get a freeze ray in order to freeze wind itself. When it breaks, it looks like it goes into buzzsaws. It's, I don't know. There's even a fireworks launcher here. Alright, going back down, and we're gonna take a nice little ride on this thing. Now I noticed that where it's circling the wheel there in the middle, it's kind of bugging out. Yeah, nothing much I can do about that. So now we're into the final area of this thing where there's, whatever this thing is. It's actually a turbine. There's not much else I could do here, except for dying. Surprising I haven't died yet. Oh well. Whoa. I want to stay up here. Now, there's two choices you can do here. You can jump down here, or you can jump down to where the sign is. And you can see in the very bottom right corner of where I am that there is a piece of treasure just sitting in midair. We're going to get both of them. Jumping down here, you're able to grab way more treasure than just jumping down and getting that piece of 25. You get a key in order to get out of here because there is a a block of ice blocking the way. Yeah, this is pretty much a turbine. I guess this is what is keeping the citadel in the sky. But oh well, yeah. We're being blocked, and we turn on the heater, and it's melted. Which opens another key, which makes clouds appear. Now with these clouds, we're able to get that piece of 25. And our life back. Yay. And another key in order to open up this gate. Now I think we're away from the marble and almost getting into crystal here. Crystal or ice. Depending on how far up we are. Now this, yeah, like I said, this area is very expansive, especially in all sections of this level. Now here's a little irk I have with this. Look at this, it's just the display, but where the wind is coming up here, just it looks so terrible compared to everything else. Everything else looks gorgeous. That's just really pixely and really, it just looks broken. Oh well. We don't have much else to do down here, but we are here to get treasures. Lots of... I saw you, jerk. They always hide. Always little buggers. Now there's Wakapee all by his lonesome with some treasure. Let's get that. Now with Nikki, you can actually get on top of here. I'm not going to bother because we're not going to get the full extent of the treasure by doing that. So we're just going to continue on. Nikki. Where am I going? I'm still going right. Another thing I wanted to talk about as I go down here for more treasure is, now that we know exactly what happened in the backstory, at the end of the last episode, I finished up the backstory, and look at this cloud. It isn't jumping. That's another irk I have with the cloud. That's another irk, the clouds. Where you jump on them is completely different. It's not the same for every single cloud, which I honestly think they could have done. There's just another irk for me. But anyway, we finished up the backstory last episode at the start of level 14. So we know exactly what happened and how we got to this point, and now we're almost to the wishing engine and all this good stuff. There's one thing that during the opening, though, as we get all this treasure, and that is, well, she's reading through the book, she's casting all these nice fireworks, spectacle kind of spells, and then they go over to that wonderful spell that made us go on this adventure in the first place, and she mentioned that it was a temple level spell. The question I have is, what other levels of spells are there? That's just my question for you. Now for our next one. Teleporters! Our last area is teleporters. Oh yeah, I already used it, but I was talking. Yeah, that's how you get the rest of the treasure. I wish I could teleport up. Oh boy. I can't get rid of these things. I wish I could have. Also with the tornadoes, sometimes you can spin on them and sometimes you get hurt. It just annoys me because it isn't 100% certain in terms of the hit detection. Second teleporter, we get to scissor claw traps. It's only flipping 2 of them in this level. However, we get to fireball spell. Fireball spell is handy even against these 2 tornadoes if we're able to use them. You kill both of them and treasure will appear. And then we continue on. Now we go over another rainbow bubble bridge. Why did they come up with that idea? Rainbow bubble bridge. Bubbly bridge. God. Okay, I'm gonna meet you back up at the bubbly bridge. Okay, we're back after the bubbly bridge. Now let's go through this teleporter properly and make less incoherent noises. Because we're at the end of the level now. What's up here? I want to know. Oh, it's just that. Okay, yeah, we're at the end of the level. I think you should be happy, but I'm not. And the reason is, I only receive 88% treasure rating. I've been through this level so many times, and I've tried to look it up on many places where it has been online. Very few, by the way. I do not know where those other 12% treasure is. That's a pretty fair amount to be hidden away somewhere. I've been extremely paranoid. If anybody knows, let me know. This is probably going to be the last time we're going to get a speed greet too, so let's enjoy it. The speed greet is so much fun, especially when we have firepower. Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. Let's see how well I can do. I don't even know what the red ring is. It's supposed to be a red ring of death? Is it supposed to be magic? I don't know. I just like the whole casino style of the speed greed levels. Well, level. Now, there's only one. Full tilt is the other one. I don't know. It just kind of looks nice. And what I would like to do is... Yeah, I'm probably going to have to use another take just so I'm able to get as much treasure as I can. I still have never done a 100% run on this. Probably won't. Let's do it again! Yes! Oh crap, I missed that. Oh well. And that's the problem with that end. The trail actually helps you time your jump, and yeah, you're not able to... I missed it again. You're not able to time your jump very well, so you're kind of screwed on that point. Okay. Might as well go to the end now, because I have no more chances. Made it! Alright. Probably not going to be my best run. What was my best run? 94% was probably my best run? 92. Shoot. I want to get at least a 95% on some run. I may have to do it separately. Who knows? It'll be fun for me. I love that level. But anyway, next time we're heading off from the Cloud Citadel, and if I forgot to mention this in the background, there was more floating things. Well, we're heading to the big one that was off in the distance, Ifrit Palace. Again, don't ask how we got from one citadel to a palace, because it was way off in the distance. Till next time, everyone!